Lewis Hamilton might just be able to roll back the years in 2023 after failing to compete for Grand Prix victories over the last 12 months. Lewis Hamilton is still waiting for his next realistic opportunity to become the most decorated Formula One driver of all time by winning a record-breaking 8th Drivers' Championship title after failing to set the milestone this year. The 37-year-old was simply unable to compete with Max Verstappen over the course of the campaign, with Mercedes lacking pace in comparison to the likes of Red Bull and Ferrari in a surprising twist after their 8-year stronghold at the top of the pecking order. Hamilton did not even manage to win a single Grand Prix in 2022 and insisted after the season-ending Abu Dhabi Grand Prix that he was glad to see the back of what was arguably his worst campaign to date since making his F1 debut back in 2007. However, it seems entirely possible that his lackluster year may have been nothing more than a blip if Mercedes managed to put things right by giving him a title-winning car when the action resumes in 2023. The Silver Arrow struggled with porpoising throughout the first half of the season before failing to earn consistent results despite improving their performances towards the end of the year, but they appear to be full of confidence regarding their hopes of fighting at the front again at the next time of asking. Many of their problems were blamed on the radical construction of their W13 Challenger, which implemented a unique zero sidepods design, but team principal Toto Wolff has already insisted that some painful lessons have been learned as they look ahead to making a fresh start next year. "The engine came along really well, and I'm proud of what we achieved there," said Wolff earlier this month. On the chassis side, there were more bad moments than good ones, but the good ones were spectacular like a week ago in Brazil, and they made us feel how good it can be. Now we are just pushing forward for next year. It's rough, it's bad, it's okay to feel like this, but next year, we are back. If Mercedes can back up their newly found confidence by producing a car which is capable of challenging for weekly victories next year, it could give Hamilton the platform to show off his talents and bring the fight to Verstappen once again in his bid to clinch an unprecedented 8th title before he decides to call it a day. Meanwhile, it seems as though Red Bull's era of dominance could be short-lived if they end up struggling to develop their pace over the course of the season after being hit with a reduction in wind tunnel time as a consequence of breaking the budget cap rules in 2021. The likes of Christian Horner and Adrian Newey have already warned that Red Bull could lose up to 0.5 of lap time as a result of the sanctions that were handed down to them by the FIA after a lengthy investigation process earlier this year. This could allow Mercedes to force themselves back into the equation in terms of battling for the end-of-season honors, especially if they manage to get their own house in order between now and the start of the 2023 campaign.